The alarm screams. 6 a.m. Your eyes open. Before your feet even touch the floor, your hand is already moving. It finds the cold glass of your phone. The thumb unlocks it instinctively. You are now a passenger in your own body. Your brain is immediately force-fed emails from your boss, curated images of other people's victories, and headlines engineered by algorithms to trigger your outrage. An hour passes. You are still in bed, neck craned, your mind shackled to a digital feed of manufactured urgency. And then the feeling begins, a familiar cold dread spreading through your gut. You are already behind. The day has defeated you before you have even stood up to fight. You call this laziness. You call this a bad habit. You are wrong. This is a surrender, a daily ritualized surrender of your sovereignty. The enemy is not your fatigue. The enemy is a deep, corrosive resentment. It's a resentment aimed squarely at yourself for giving away the first, most critical hour of your day. It's a resentment for the tasks that are now piling up, their weight pressing down on you before you've had a sip of water. It's a resentment for the discipline you admire in other men, but cannot seem to locate inside your own fortress. You think you are just waking up. You are actually rehearsing failure. Every single morning you are teaching your mind that your mission comes second to the whims of a glowing screen. In 7 minutes, I will give you the 5-step protocol to reclaim your morning and eliminate this feeling of resentment forever. But first, you need to understand the psychological mechanism of anticipatory anxiety, because without it, any system you try to implement will collapse within 72 hours, and you will be right back here, a prisoner in your own bed. This is not about willpower. This is about psychological warfare. This is the existence of the 99%. They wake up as servants. They are reactors, their entire state of mind dictated by the notifications, the emails, the demands of a world that was built from the ground up to steal their attention and sell it to the highest bidder. They are the passive majority, and their reward is a life of quiet desperation and the constant nagging feeling that they are wasting their potential. The 1% wake up as commanders. They are operators. They dictate the terms of engagement with their day. They start on offense. They build a mental citadel before the rest of the world has even woken up to launch its assault. They understand that the first hour of the day is not for consumption. It is for consolidation of power. It is for the establishment of command. You believe you are just relaxing before the day begins. The reality is you are injecting your brain with cortisol and cheap dopamine, a cocktail that guarantees anxiety and distraction. You are conditioning yourself to seek comfort over progress. This is the doctrine of the weak, and it has been programmed into you without your consent. Your phone is not a tool. It is your digital leash. Every scroll is a submission. Every reactive tap of the screen is a declaration that someone else's agenda is more important than your own. To become a sovereign man, you must first break these chains. The first step is to understand the protocol for doing so. The first step is to choose to listen. You can close this now. You can go back to your feed and accept a life of permanent reaction. You can accept the cold dread in your gut as a permanent feature of your existence. You can remain part of the 99%, or you can stay and learn the doctrine of command. You can learn to build a life of intention, of discipline, of true mental freedom. The choice is your first test. Do not fail it. You believe the solution is tactical, a better calendar app, a more detailed to-do list, a productivity hack you saw online, promising to finally get you organized. You think the problem is a lack of the right system. This is the illusion. This is the sophisticated trap that keeps you weak, that keeps you feeling perpetually one step behind. You spend your energy searching for the perfect weapon, never realizing the enemy is already inside your fortress, poisoning the well. You think you are sharpening your sword. You are actually just polishing the bars of your own cage. The reality is not tactical. It is neurological. The mechanism destroying your potential, the invisible force that drains your will before your day has even begun, is a well-documented phenomenon: decision fatigue. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for executive function, for discipline, for command, is like the battery on your phone. It starts each day with 100% charge. Every single decision you make, no matter how small, depletes that battery. What you fail to understand is that your morning phone ritual is the most inefficient, high-drain activity you could possibly engage in. It is a neurological suicide mission you embark on every single day. When you grab that phone, you are not just catching up. You are forcing your brain's command center to process hundreds of hostile micro-inputs. You see an email from your boss. Your brain fires off a dozen questions. What is the tone? Is this urgent? What does this mean for my day? How should I respond? Decision, decision, decision. Battery drains. You see a news headline designed for outrage. Your brain asks, is this a threat? Should I be angry? What does this mean for the world? Decision, decision, decision. Battery drains. You see a curated photo from someone else's life. Your brain compares, contrasts, and judges. Am I falling behind? Is their life better? Why don't I have that? Decision, decision, decision. Battery drains. You are losing the war in the first 5 minutes, bleeding out your most precious resource on digital garbage. You are giving away your power to be a sovereign man, and you don't even realize it's happening. You think if you just organize this chaos better, you will finally feel in control. You buy the planner, you make the color-coded chart, you set the 27 reminders. You have a perfect system for managing incoming fire. But you never learn how to go on the offensive. You are not building a command post, you are just reinforcing your bunker. You are becoming the most efficient reactor in the world, a master of managing a life you do not command. This is the ultimate deception. The feeling of being productive while all you are really doing is organizing the terms of your own servitude. It's a protocol for managed weakness. This cognitive drain is the source of the resentment you feel. It is the reason the day feels lost before it starts. Your willpower has been carpet-bombed by trivialities, leaving you with nothing left for the tasks that actually matter. You are not lazy. You are depleted. You have been neurologically disarmed by a system designed to do exactly that. It is a system built to keep you passive, reactive, and consuming. It is a system that thrives on your lack of a sovereign morning protocol. Remember the 5-step protocol I promised you? The one that installs you as the commander of your own mind? We are getting closer. But there is one more enemy you must identify and understand first, the enemy of your own internal dialogue. Without mastering that, any external protocol will shatter against the first wave of resistance your own mind throws at you. You must first learn the doctrine before you can be trusted with the weapon. Stay with me. The briefing continues. 2,000 years ago, the most powerful man in the world fought your exact same battle every single morning. He was not staring at a screen. He was staring into the cold, pre-dawn darkness of a military campaign tent. And yet, the enemy was the same. The enemy was the seductive whisper of comfort over duty. The man was Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, and he left us his operational playbook. He wrote in his private journal, not for you, not for me, but for himself. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work, as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm. This is not abstract philosophy. This is a commander's dialogue with himself in the dark. This is the raw, internal battle between the man he was in that moment, cold, tired, weak, and the emperor he was required to be. He understood a fundamental law of human nature. The first action of the day is not an action. It is a declaration. It is a choice that echoes through every subsequent hour. It is a choice between executing your mission and surrendering to your weakness. When you reach for your phone, you are choosing to huddle under the warm, digital blankets of distraction. You are telling your subconscious mind, the part of you that actually runs the show, that comfort is more important than your mission. You are programming yourself with your own hand to be weak. You are sacrificing your sovereignty for a cheap hit of dopamine. You think you are just catching up on the world. You are not. You are surrendering your inner citadel before the first shot has even been fired. You are letting 1,000 foreign armies, news headlines, social media posts, work emails, breach your walls and dictate your emotional state for the rest of the day. A sovereign man builds his fortress. A slave invites the invaders in for breakfast. Remember the 5-step protocol I mentioned? We are almost there. But you have to internalize this Stoic doctrine first. It must become part of your operating system. Otherwise, the protocol will feel like a chore, not a weapon. And like every other system you have tried, it will fail within a week. You will revert to the man huddled under the blankets, wondering why you always feel behind. That feeling isn't an accident. It's the predictable outcome of a faulty doctrine. Your morning doctrine right now is one of passive reception. You wait to be told what to think, what to feel, what to worry about. A commander's doctrine is one of active transmission. He decides the mission. He sets the tone. He dictates the terms of engagement with the world. This shift is not a small tweak. It is a revolution in your identity. It is the decision to stop being a reactor and start being an operator. It is the reclamation of your mental throne. The life you want, the discipline, the focus, the respect you have for yourself. It does not begin when you get a new job or a new body. It begins at 6 a.m., in the dark, when you choose duty over comfort. Most men will never understand this. They will spend their entire lives tinkering with apps and calendars, organizing the furniture inside their own prison cell, and never once question who holds the key. They will mistake activity for progress. They will mistake distraction for rest. They will die having never experienced a single day of true mental freedom. Which one are you? Take out your phone right now. Open your screen time report from yesterday. Look at the number of hours you gave away. Answer with that number in the comments. No justification, no excuses, just the number. I read every single one. If you want to learn how to forge the mental armor that makes you immune to external chaos, make sure you are subscribed. Next week, we are dissecting the Stoic law of amor fati, the art of turning obstacles into fuel. You have now confronted the psychological trap. You have been armed with the Stoic doctrine. Now, you will receive your orders. The execution protocol is next. You have been given the intelligence. You understand the enemy. You have seen the trap. Theory is the map, but a map never won a war. Now we move from understanding to execution. This is the 5-step protocol I promised you. These are not suggestions, they are orders. This is your new doctrine for the first hour of the day. Do not modify it, do not question it. Execute it with absolute precision. Your life as a sovereign operator begins now. Step 1 is called the blackout. Tonight, before you sleep, you will take your phone and its charger, and you will place them in another room. The kitchen, the living room, an office. The location is irrelevant, as long as it is not your bedroom. There must be a physical wall separating you from your primary instrument of weakness. You think this is about sleep hygiene. This is about securing your command center. Your bedroom is where you are most vulnerable. By allowing the phone to be your alarm clock, to be the first thing you touch, you have allowed an enemy agent into your fortress. You have been starting your day by surrendering your command post. The physical act of removing it breaks the chain of unconscious surrender. It severs the neural pathway that connects waking with reacting. It forces a moment of conscious intention into the first seconds of your day. This single action is a declaration that you and you alone will dictate the terms of your morning. Step 2, the hydration. Tonight, you will place a full glass of water on your nightstand. Upon waking tomorrow, before your feet touch the floor, before a single thought of the day's chaos can take root, you will take that glass and you will drink all of it. This is not about health, this is about command. The first substance that enters your body will be a clean, deliberate choice made the night before, not a chaotic stream of digital poison from a screen. You are replacing a reactive, dopamine-seeking habit with a proactive, physiological one. This act signals to every cell in your body that the operator is in control. It is a simple, undeniable victory. You believe this simple action is beneath you. It is the foundation of every victory you will have for the next 16 hours. It is the first proof you give yourself that you are an actor, not a reactor. Step 3, the movement. Immediately after the water, you will get on the floor and perform 10 push-ups. If you cannot do push-ups, you will do 25 jumping jacks. The specific exercise is irrelevant. The number is irrelevant. The immediate, non-negotiable physical action is everything. Your mind, soft from sleep, will scream for comfort. It will crave the warmth of the bed and the easy stimulation of the screen. You will ignore it. You will force your body into motion. This action is a physiological shock to the system of lethargy. It floods your brain with oxygen and endorphins, chemically killing the very weakness that craves passive scrolling. You are proving in the language of muscle and bone that you command your body. It will not dictate terms to you. You are establishing a new baseline for the day, action over comfort. Step 4, the script. In the room where your phone was charging, you will have placed a physical notebook and a pen. After your movement, you will go to that notebook. You will open it to a clean page, and you will write down the one single task that, if completed, will define today as a win. 1. Not a to-do list, not a brain dump, a single critical mission. This is your commander's intent. This act of scripting provides a singular point of focus for your mind, cutting through the fog of anticipatory anxiety before it can ever form. The 99% wake up and ask the world, "What do you want from me today?" You will wake up and tell the day, "This is what I demand from you." This is the essence of a sovereign protocol. Step 5. The silence. After you have written your mission, you will sit in a chair for 3 minutes. You will do nothing. You will not look at your phone. You will not read your notebook. You will not listen to music. You will stare at a wall. This is the most difficult step and therefore the most important. This is exposure therapy for your stimulation-addicted mind. In this silence, your brain will revolt. It will beg for input. It will scream for a distraction. Let it scream. You are the one in command now. This is where you build the inner citadel Epictetus spoke of. It is not a place of peace. It is a fortress, built brick by brick through disciplined resistance to your own internal chaos. You are training your ability to exist without external validation. You are forging true mental sovereignty. You now have the 5-step protocol I promised you. Feeling behind is not a symptom of having too much to do. It is a symptom of starting your day without a declared mission. You have been treating the symptom, organizing your incoming fire, wondering why you are still riddled with holes. The problem was never the volume of tasks. The problem was that you woke up and stepped onto the battlefield without an objective, making you a target for everyone else's. That feeling of dread in your gut was not anxiety about your workload. It was the deep, instinctual shame of a commander who has surrendered his command before the sun has even risen. It was the sovereign part of you, trapped in the citadel of your mind, watching you hand the keys to 1,000 tiny digital tyrants. Let's be clear about what you just learned. The 5-step protocol I gave you is not a morning routine. It is a declaration of war against the passive, reactive existence that has been slowly killing you. It is the reclamation of your sovereignty. The enemy, that parasitic need for external validation, that craving for the dopamine hit of a notification, that anticipatory anxiety about what the world demands of you, it thrives in the chaos of a missionless morning. The protocol is designed to starve it of that chaos, to create a sterile environment where it cannot survive. Remember the promise I made. I told you I would give you the protocol to eliminate this feeling forever. This is how it works. Step 1, the blackout, is not about sleep hygiene. It is about cutting the enemy's primary communication line. By putting a physical wall between you and the device, you sever the neural connection that equates waking with reacting. You force a moment of conscious choice. Step 2 and 3, the hydration and the movement, are a physiological reset. You are flushing the system of sleep's inertia and flooding it with the chemistry of action, not passivity. You are reminding your body that it is a weapon under your command. Step 4, the script, is the most critical piece. It is your commander's intent. By defining the one critical task, you give your brain its marching orders. You collapse a universe of paralyzing possibilities into a single, actionable target. The fog of decision fatigue cannot form because you have already charted the course. And step 5, the silence, is where you build the fortress. In those 3 minutes, you are not meditating. You are standing guard. You are teaching your mind that it does not need constant input to function. You are building the discipline to be the signal, not the noise. You are forging true mental sovereignty. Now, listen to me very carefully. The neural pathways in your brain are like paths beaten into the dirt. The path from your pillow to your phone is a deep, well-worn trench. Tomorrow morning, when you attempt to walk a new path, every cell in your body conditioned for the old way will scream in protest. The resistance you will feel is not a sign of your weakness. It is the death rattle of your old self. It is the predictable biological reaction of an organism being denied its easy, familiar poison. Your brain will fight you tomorrow morning with more ferocity than any other time. It will rationalize. It will bargain. It will tell you just 5 minutes on the phone won't hurt. It will manufacture a dozen urgent reasons to break the protocol. This is the decisive moment. Win tomorrow's battle, and the war is half over. You will prove to yourself that the new commander is in charge. Type this in the comments below. Mission first. This is not for me. This is for you. Typing this phrase is a conscious, physical act that engages different neural circuits than merely thinking it. It is a digital commitment contract with yourself. It is a public declaration to the other men here who are drawing their own lines in the sand. It is your first order of the new day, issued tonight. Now, go execute.